It's super easy to get stuck in this cycle of doom and gloom and negativity in the world and thinking that there's not really a way out. And you hear all of these talks about digital IDs, microchips being planted inside of humans, CBDCs, and people don't understand that there's actually a way out. Currently in humanity, there is a split going on. There's a fork in the road. Humans are either choosing to stay stuck in the 3D, which is complete control, staying in a fear mindset, staying in a low vibration, giving their powers away to the government, staying stuck in the matrix. And then the 5D is actually the new earth. It's creating your own reality. It's complete sovereignty over your life. It's freedom. It's creating communities with people that actually have the same beliefs, want to be healthy, want to get back to our original form of what it's like to be a human. And currently we have the opportunity to choose which timeline we want to belong to, what we want our future to look like. And this even has to do with the CBDCs, the digital IDs, the microchip that they're going to be planting in humans. Just listen to me when I say this, because this is not far-fetched anymore. XRP and XLM, yes, they are cryptocurrencies, but they are unlike any other cryptocurrency. They are not like Bitcoin. They are not a part of the Epstein thing. They are not a part of the old financial system. They are the new financial system. And if you own XRP and XLM, you are sovereign. You do not have to operate in the same way that these governments and corporations and large banks are going to require humans to operate in. Because with XRP and XLM, they are the underlying asset for the system. They are the actual foundation of the system. And then these CBDCs, the digital IDs, all of this stuff is going to be built on top of XRP. So it's literally like a duality type thing. And you have the opportunity to choose which one you want to belong to. Do you want to own the actual underlying asset that the whole CBD system is going to be built on top of, the digital ID? All of this is going to be programmed. They're going to program it on top of XRP. The money is going to be expirable. They're going to tell you how much you can send, where you can send it, who you can send it to. They can block transactions. They can do all of this stuff with your money. And this is what you would call a clawback feature. So all of these CBDCs are going to have a feature where the governments can claw it back basically. But XRP and XLM are immune to this clawback feature. So XRP and XLM, you don't have to interact with these new banks, these new governments, none of this stuff. It's going to be like our own sovereign system, basically, that people that are like-minded, like me and whoever is watching this video, can operate in. You're going to be able to create liquidity pools with XRP. You're going to be able to give loans. You're going to be able to take loans. It's going to be our own system outside of their CBDC complete control system that they want to push on humanity. And it's literally like this. You have the road right here. You have the infrastructure. This is already set in place. This is XRP. This is the foundation. This is the literal road. Then you have all of the tolls. You have the street lights. You have the street signs. This is basically them telling humanity where they can go. This is the control aspect. This is the CBDCs. But if they try and rip up this road right here, they are literally destroying the control system that they are trying to build. So that literally wouldn't make sense. And not to mention, they're going to have to use XRP. The governments, the large banks, are going to be forced in the very, very near future to use XRP because the current financial system is broken. It is fragmented liquidity. This basically means if there is an oil crisis or there is a currency crisis or there is a liquidity shortage, a liquidity issue, anything like that between currencies, assets, commodities, this provides a huge strain on the financial system, and this is a complete other video. But they are going to be forced to use XRP because XRP connects it. It allows the liquidity to flow smoothly. So it's not like they have an option to use XRP or not. XRP was built specifically for this. XRP was placed specifically in Japan where the next liquidity crisis is going to hit. Because currently in Iran, they have shut down the Strait of Hormuz. What this is going to do is cause oil to spike in its price. Then in Japan, it's going to cause a huge amount of inflation because Japan does not produce any of their actual own oil. So they rely on other sources, other countries' oil. This is going to cause inflation, which is going to cause the reverse carry trade to come back to Japan, because so many people over the past 20 years have taken loans out in the Japanese yen because it's very cheap to borrow, and then they have invested in the US dollar, for example, and treasuries, bonds, all of this stuff. Well, when it's no longer profitable for the carry trade, taking loans out in Japan and investing in the US or other markets more favorable, this all begins to unwind, and this causes a huge collapse. This causes liquidity crises. They're going to have to use XRP and XLM. So with the system and the road already in place, with XRP and XLM being built specifically for this, to be the way out for the old financial system, it's not like they can rip the road up whenever they want to. They need this road. They are going to have to rely on XRP and XLM and all of the other ISO 222 coins. So yes, they're going to build their own system on top, but XRP and XLM, if you control it, you are completely sovereign.